Well, it's finally here. Outworld Station is out in 1.0. This is a phenomenal factory builder automation style game that is set in, well, the Tau system, but more specifically than that, thank you very much. More specifically than that, it is set in an asteroid field. And, you know, doesn't look like much at the moment, but soon we're going to have a pretty darned massive factory up and running. Okay, how do we do that? Well, first things first, it is going to require us to move all of these sort of basic resources from our hull, or from our hub, into our drone, which is fine. We've got storage here, we got storage in the drone. We control this little guy, by the way. Very, very cool. We can move quite fast, actually. We can move quite fast through space. Don't really need to worry about that for now. What we really need to think about is getting a, you know, a basic but functional base up and running. So, first things first, let's jump on into build mode and let's take a look at what we can build. We can build some connectors, the vertical or the horizontal, I guess. We can build some storage units. We can build an atomizer, which is a super useful bit of kit. We can build some smelters, also super useful bit of kit. And we can also build some solar panels. We don't have many resources at the moment. We've got hull plating, which is pretty easy to come by, but we'll be using that in just a sec. Okay. First things first, let's nab ourselves a basic sort of structure within which we can scaffold stuff off. And I think the first thing that we're going to build right at the very end here is the atomizer. This is the most cool bit of kit, I would say, in the early game. This is basically going to allow us to take asteroids, like this little titanium asteroid over here and this little gold asteroid. We can pick these suckers up. Fantastic. There we go, pick these up, and we can take them on over to the atomizer, and boom, they will get sucked in, which is very, very satisfying. And we will be able to get their corresponding components out. So we're able to extract gold ore, carbon ore, titanium ore, and silica, all from those asteroids, which is very, very nice. And we can do the same with, well, with a whole bunch of stuff, to be honest. There we go. Pick you up and head on over here, drop them off. Lovely, lovely stuff. Okay, so far, so good. Oh yeah, I should probably pick an objective. What have we got? Mission is to just literally arrive here. Second, basic manufacturing. Okay, let's do that. We've also got factory evaluation. Let's start with basic manufacturing because it's going to give us some rewards, and also it's going to start us down the correct tree here. Right, don't know why my user interface scale was set so darn large, but that's a little bit better. Anyway, the way that we do resource transformation is, as you can probably imagine, through this bit of kit. This is a smelter, and in fact, I think we're probably going to start. Yeah, we're going to start with one smelter over here, and then we're going to get another smelter over here, and then we're going to get another smelter over here. So far, so good. Now, these smelters, we can select certain recipes. Titanium, carbon, glass fiber, and gold. And in fact, I'm going to get another one in just a sec as well, because, I mean, we want to basically have one of each. And what I'm currently thinking, build mode, production, smelter, bam. I'm thinking that we will have, and gold. I'm thinking that we will have sort of corresponding smelters coming off these channels over here. So we can do that if we wish. Anyway, now that that's all set up, what we need to do is work towards the objective. Place the following items in your hub. We need 50 titanium, we need 25 carbon, and we need 10 gold. The way that automation works in this game is fairly simple. What we can do is we can enter link mode, and then we can literally send the resources to where they need to go. Now, in the case of these smelters, it's very, very simple. All of the raw resources are going to come out of the atomizer, and they're going to go into the correct smelter, which is just amazing. And then in the smelter, they are going to be processed, and what do you know? We're going to get all of the resources that we could possibly need. And then from there, it's just a case of setting up the links from the smelter into the hub. What do you know? That should be grand. Now, the connectors, I believe, will transport an unlimited amount of items per minute. So, theoretically, there is no limit. However, there is an item output limit in the atomizer. And I think there's also, yeah, there's an item output limit in the smelter as well. So, that's something that we will just have to keep in mind. There's also, you know, a certain production stat over here. 30 in per minute, 30 out per minute. It's fine. It's not difficult. It's okay. It's something that we can work with. We're fine with it. Other thing that we need to consider is power. Currently, we're at 25 megawatts used. We produce 50. That's that's okay as well. It's not necessarily the end of the world. We're probably going to want to get ourselves some solar panels, but we don't have any way to make hull plating at the moment, at least not quite yet, but we will be able to make hull plating in just a little bit. Can I pick you up? What are we doing here? Hold on. There we go. Pick you up, pick you up, pick you up. We can chain them together if I hold down the shift button correctly. There we go. Marvelous. And pick you up, pick you up, pick you up. And we can only carry a certain amount. Yeah, we can only carry a certain amount of weight. Not necessarily the end of the world, but it is a little bit annoying to only be a small little drone in a big, juicy world of asteroids. That's quite a lot. There we go. I tell you what, it is super satisfying to throw all of these resources into the atomizer. It really, really is. Really, really satisfying. Okay, so far so good. We've completed our first objective. Marvelous. Basic objective is completed. We unlock the matter printer. Phenomenal. That's a great bit of kit, and we're going to be using that to our advantage here. So, how much can the hull store? There's a lot of storage slots here. Okay, thank you, Nova. I'm happy with that. I don't really feel the need to listen to what you've got to say. No offense. But we will press on. Okay, next thing that I want to do is build some connectors out here. Already done that. Very, very quick. I just love how quickly you can do everything. And then we're going to start doing some assembly, I think. Yeah, some basic assembly over here with the matter printer. Let's select an objective, factory evaluation. We need to get hull plating, we need to get some basic frames, we need to get some composite, we need to get some fiber optics, and that's going to allow me to increase my station level. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. So, what I want to do is I want to link up the hub and the matter printer here, and we are going to start the process of manufacturing hull plating, which is basically going to allow me to do all of my assembly for pretty much everything. Yeah, I think that's good. So we're gonna have matter printers coming all off this area here. How are we doing for power? Yeah, we're at 30 out of 50. That's fine. Also, the output we're gonna have to get here into there. I don't love the fact that we're just using this hub as the sort of transit point, but I think we could be doing worse, to be honest. Definitely do. We're going to need to get way more titanium, way more resources coming through. What have you got? You're fine. You're fine for titanium. You're fine for titanium. Yeah, so everything is actually ticking along just fine. There's plenty of ore. If we need more titanium, which we may very well, then we can always just build another smelter behind here. We have kind of prepared everything in order to do that. Can I do this? Yeah, no, don't add in the to-do list. Let's just do control, there we go, 4, so that I can get you built nice and quickly here from my little hotbar here. Marvelous. And then let's do some basic frames. Yep, basic frames there. And we'll do another one. And what do we need? We need some more hull plating in order to make that all work. Well, we will get that done, don't you worry. So here, great. Link back. So that's going to be hull. So that's going to be basic frames. Nice. And then composite is going to be here. Excellent. And that's going to require carbon, which we have got. We are producing carbon right over here. Great. And then you into there, you into there. And you are already shipping resources back the way, which is marvelous. And you are already shipping resources back the way as well. Okay, so it's just fiber optics that we need to make next. And that is going to require 15 hull plating. And I've got enough to satisfy the objective, but I'm going to use that in order to get fiber optics. Boom, just so that we've got at least one of each of the basics. I think that's good. We've got a little bit of space for expansion here. We've got loads and loads of space coming off the back. Loads and loads of space coming off the back of there as well. So that should be great. Fiber optics, perfect. Hull plating, I think. Do you know what? I think what we'll do is we will use some of this hull plating that we've got in order to try and get another hull plating manufactory up and running. Yeah, and already, look at that. You can see, well, first of all, we need to be super wary of power because we're basically at capacity there. But secondly, we are, without question, out of titanium. And if we're out of titanium, then it's probably time that I do one of these. What do we need? We need more hull plating. No issues. We get another one of these right over there. And we do a linkage and a linkage, and we set you to do titanium. Yeah, so love the fact that this game is very, very responsive. Feels really, really sort of nice to play. I love the fact that you sort of like skip around. Object too far. There we go. Every time I've got a little free moment whilst we're waiting for something to happen, let's just head on out into the ore field and collect up some resources. Now, there are enemies in this game. There are enemies in this game. We've not encountered them, but I do have the ability to turn on like a scanner thing, which shows me where asteroids are. And there's little red icons over this way. And if we go over here, yep, as you can see, there are some enemies. We can enter a combat mode. Sure, let's do it. You will fire missiles at me. I don't think those missiles will damage any of my equipment over here. Good. But yeah, nice. We destroyed the enemy over there. And, oh yeah, there are like little enemy outposts as well, which we do need to consider. But you know what? That is a problem for a future potato. Right now, we have another more pressing problem, and that problem is power. How do... yeah, the atomizer's not on. How do we want to handle this? Honestly, we want to handle this with care. I want to extend out a little bit, and then I'd like to start getting some solar panels over here. I don't really want to build solar panels this close to the base, but that's okay. Solar panels are kind of cool because we have to align them manually. So there we go. We align with the sun, and that gives us 100% efficiency. I don't even know how much power you give me. Plus 30. Yeah, that's not bad. Actually, that should be fine. As I say, didn't really want to build solar panels this near, but, I mean, if that's... there we go. If that's the worst case scenario, then that's fine. Yeah, we're happy with that. That's looking pretty darn good. And now we've got 110 megawatts of power produced, which should be plenty. Okay, mission number 1 is officially completed. That means that my station is going to be leveling up to level 2. That is what we like to see. Good job. All systems appear to be operating at 100% efficiency. It's the next phase. Thank you very much. Let's have a little look at some of our next objectives. So, enhanced manufacturing, artifact scanning, energy storage, deep space scanning. I believe we just have to tackle these objectives sequentially. I don't know why we're presented with visions of being able to do them, but that's okay. We are fine with that. How are we doing for titanium now, by the way? Still not great. Still not great, but we've got plenty of titanium over here. If I was to get, for example, if I was to get the storage units... If I was to get the storage unit, would that make any difference? I don't think so. I don't think it would make a lick of difference. I think we just need more titanium, and I need to stop complaining, and just get on it. There we go. And then, as long as we don't see this number peak up to 240, I think we just keep on squeezing the lemon? I don't know. We keep on squeezing. That's what we do. As long as there is input, as long as we are working, then I think we're completely fine with that. But we do want to start to see a little bit of titanium, you know, start to accrue in the storage facility, because that will mean that we're meeting the production demands, which I think is kind of important, actually. Hull plating, I will complete this objective, and then I will take the hull plating. We actually spend the hull plating in order to complete the objective. That's fine. And yeah, let's do even more titanium extraction. I'm keen. I'm really, really keen. You can construct fabricators. Yes, I would very, very much like to construct fabricators. Thank you very much. Okay, so that got us the fabricator, that got us artificial diamond, nanoplating, reinforced frames, and molecular bonding as well. Right. What would I like to do? Artifact scanning or energy storage? Energy storage is probably the easier thing to do, so let's maybe start with that. Let's maybe start with that, shall we? Right. I think... I mean, actually, we're so good for gold. We're good for hull plating as well. Artificial diamonds, we will build with the fabricator. Let's put that into slot 6. You're in slot 3 already. We only need 1 atomizer. I don't think that we need more than 1 atomizer. I also don't think that we need any storage at the moment, although that will almost certainly change over the course of time. Solar panels are looking good. This whole setup is looking good. Where do I want the fabricator to go? Fabricators could go over here. That being said, yeah, actually, I don't hate this. I don't hate this at all. We need basic frames and we need composite as well. Transfer all of this into my little drone and oops, get a fabricator right in there. Okay, so that'll do. And then let's see what the recipe for... Oh, molecular bonding. Okay, we clearly do not have any molecular bonding stuff. Is molecular bonding made? I think it is. I think it's built at a matter printer. So that's probably a good excuse to get another one. Are we going to have enough space to do this? I hope so. Artificial diamond. Okay, artificial diamond's easy. Molecular bonding. Produced at the smelter. Okay, well, if we're producing it at the smelter, then we're going to have to expand outwards, because I don't want to compromise on space here, given the adjacency of the solar panels. That's fine. Molecular bonding, perfect. That is literally silica, which is currently being used to make fiber optics, I believe. Yeah, there. That's fine, though. We're completely okay with that. And then you go back down to there. Am I doing okay for titanium? Yeah, I've run out of gold. But to be fair, I think we're all right for gold. 250 gold seems plentiful at the moment. And the fabricator should now be able to make nanoplating and reinforced frames, but we don't need to. We don't need to at all. How did I make... Oh, yeah. Diamonds are literally just carbon. That's super, super easy. Let's just do the linkage. There we go. If we got carbon in here, we do. I might get one more... I might get one more of these. Yeah. I might get one more of these just so that we can guarantee we get enough. There we go. Just so that we can get enough enough carbon production. And I think, yeah, because I copy-pasted, the inputs and outputs should be the same for this smelter, and also the little linkages that are set up between the atomizer and the hub. So that's perfect. That's really, really good. Plenty of carbon coming through here. Plenty of ability to make the artificial diamonds. That's what we like to see. We're up to 184 out of 240 per minute. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to go and quickly nab... There we go. A little bit more asteroidage. That is a technical term. And let's go and... There we go. As many little small ones as we possibly can. Throw them into here. Again, not really worrying about gold. I think that's fine. Okay, that was super easy. We didn't even need the fabric. The fabric? We didn't even need the fabricator for anything, which is cool. Upgrade, an energy storage upgrade, and something else. Excellent. Thank you very much. I appreciate what you're trying to say, but I want to keep the good vibes going. Artifact scanning. Advanced scanning technologies let you extract powerful breakthroughs from alien artifacts you find. Cool. Fiber optics, we've got loads. Artificial diamonds, we will have more soon. Nanoplating as well. We are about to start the manufacturing process of that. Let's go and do it. And I think we already set up the linkage. We've already set up the linkage there, but we're going to set up the linkage back. How do I feel about everything being... sort of funneled through here? Not great. Also, look at this. We've got a calculator. I don't know, 2 times 2? 4. There you go. We got a custom to-do list here. That's kind of cool. We got a codex information. We got the ability to repair. I'm never going to need that because I'm never going to take any damage. Just kidding. Almost certainly going to happen. But that's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. Let's do a little asteroid shopping, shall we? And let's see if we can try and get... There we go. Nice. Few more bits and bobs right over here. And let's throw you in there. Cool. That is looking great. And we should be all good on the nanoplating in just a sec. But I am going to maybe get another fabricator purely for the reason of getting the reinforced frames, which I don't have any usage for at the present moment. But I almost certainly will. Also, did I notice there that we are... We're kind of there on power. So, whilst we are in a good place, let's pick up some of our extensive gold supplies. And let's extend the solar panels. There we go. There we go. 1 solar generator needs aligning. Let's grab you 2 and pull you into alignment. Like so. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Okay, artifact scanning, amazing. We've done it. Artifact scanning gives us one bit of kit, basically. This is the artifact analyzer. Not sure where we're going to put this, but it gives us the opportunity to have, like, loads and loads of upgrades, which we might... Thank you. Which we might capitalize on. New tutorial videos are available in the codex. I'm not that bothered, to be honest, but that's okay. Deep space scanning. Our initial surveys hinted at vast amounts of resources scattered through the system. Now we have to find them and mine them. We need nanoplating, reinforced frames, and artificial diamonds, all of which we are quite happily... Thank you. We are quite happily already undertaking construction of. Whilst we're waiting for all of that to get done... Oh, yeah. You know what? I will get energy storage. Can I make fiber optics? Can I make fiber optics? And where would I make them? Where would I make them? They're produced at the matter printer. Right. Let's do that then. Matter printer here. And... Wait. Am I not? I'm making glass fibers. I've got fiber optics. I've got tons of fiber optics. I was going to say, I'm sure that I'm making them already. I'm sure that I'm making them already. So that's good. Let's get energy storage. Let's do... Actually, this is perfect. Put one in there. Put another one in there. So that will give me, I mean, just tons and tons and tons of extra storage, battery storage space. Not like I'm really that bothered about it, but, you know, we can sort of, like, pack them in here if we want to. It's an option for us. It's an option. Do I want to sell this module? Yes, I do. Sell it, and we'll leave you out there because we're going to need you in a little bit. Anyway, how's the atomizer doing? The atomizer's doing fine. It's only got titanium. So let's do a little whip around, see if we can try and collect some resources. And maybe a little bit of enemy shooting. Rootin' tootin' enemy shooting. That's maybe something that we want to do. But for now, we're just going to have to settle for picking up a bunch of resources and throwing them into the atomizer, which, to be fair, is very, very satisfying, so I'm not complaining about that at all. We're going to be able to automate deliveries to our atomizer. At least I certainly hope we're going to be able to do that, because, well, otherwise, things are going to be bad. I'm going to be sad. Also, are we out of basic frames? We kind of are out of basic frames. No matter. Let's do Control-C, Control-V, and ironically enough, we are out of basic frames to build basic frames. Can I... yeah, let's yoink some from there, and then let's do another Control-V, and we'll probably build another hull plating manufactory right over here. That seems like a fairly sensible thing to do, and everything is linked up accordingly. That is marvelous. Okay, full speed ahead. Let's finish up with reinforced frames and see what we can get after deep space scanning. And whilst we are doing that, I will nab myself the artifact analyzer. Ugh. Here, maybe? I don't really hate this location at all. Yeah, we'll get the artifact analyzer in this location, I think. Yeah. Well, there we go. The artifact analyzer is in place. We don't actually have the ability to get any of these things because we don't have any artifacts to analyze, but that's okay. We'll get that in due course. We have 0 tech points at the moment, but we will work on it. We will work on it. Anyway, objective has been completed. Marvelous. That is great. Deep space scanning. What are we going to unlock? We're going to unlock an additional station level and system map view. Okay. Nice. Thank you. Great job. The system view can now be accessed from the map screen. We're already getting data back from our initial scans, but charting the entire system will take some time. There's plenty to do in the meantime. Open the objectives panel to continue exploring. Okay, this is the map. We've got ourselves a map here. So, asteroid belts, fine, place waypoints, middle mouse button. Oh, I see. Okay. That's kind of cool. And we've also got, ooh, a system map. So we're currently over here, Alpha Station. This is Tau G class, and there's some other planets around here. What have we got? Okay, we can see that there are some shipping containers, which contain some resources. What is this? Don't know what that is. Do we need to supply some resources in order to get access to it? Lootable wreck. And there's another lootable wreck over there. Okay, so there's a couple of things that we maybe want to experiment with. Not necessarily right now, but that's good to note. That is very, very good to note. Let's select another objective. So we've got basic computing. We need gold, we need fiber optics, and we will unlock circuit boards and computers. I mean, literally the easiest objective of all time. I have got all of the required resources. Computers and circuit boards. Computers and circuit boards are made at a fabricator. Also, I'm starting to get these reinforced frames, but I'm not making enough regular frames. And here's the issue. Here is the issue. Our hub is not able to handle any additional components out. Like, we are fully at our limit here. We are shipping as much stuff out as we possibly can. At, well, dropping just below, but presumably just because we don't have enough titanium. We're going to need to figure out. We're going to need to figure out some sort of alternative manufacturing process, automated ore extraction. I mean, sign me up for that. To be honest, we need to build 3 computers. Meteor strike incoming. Okay, the way that meteor strikes work, fairly simple. We're just going to come out to the area that the meteors are at, and we are going to try and engage said meteors with my laser beams. And actually, tell you what, whilst we're waiting for the meteors to arrive, let's see if we can try and take out the plasma cannons over here. Ooh, that's a silica node, I believe. And also, if we pick up whatever that is, then we'll nab ourselves... Oh, here we go. We'll nab ourselves some extra resources. Very nice. Okay, meteors. Super easy to handle as soon as I've got a little bit more energy. There we go. Nice. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Oh, we got some really juicy... There we go. Some really juicy components there. Pick you up. Pick you up. Pick you up. Nice. And head back. Head back to base. See if we can try and get some more resources. Yeah, those little red balls, they've got a lot of goodies in them. Let's actually just drop it and see. Yeah, unstable will explode after a time. Okay, but they've got a little bit of everything in. Excuse me? Excuse me. There is a Slinger defense drone that has followed me over here. You have just asked to die. That is quite alright. So, yeah, how do we want to handle this? How do we want to handle this? I don't know, because we're going to clearly need to improve the hub. Is there something that we can maybe do? Energy storage modules. This is apparently my UI settings are still too big. Let's bring that down to 100. There we go. That's now a little bit too small. I can't. Oh, well, whatever. Adds a layer of insulation, reducing stun time, compact energy, reduce waste and increase yield when feeding asteroids to atomizers, increase solar stuff. I mean, none of this stuff is great. We need to get maybe enhanced production. That would be kind of useful for us. That would maybe be kind of useful. Well, whatever the case, we're going to just focus up on getting ourselves another fabricator, because this fabricator is going to do computers, and then we're going to get ourselves another fabricator, and this fabricator is going to do circuit boards. At least we can definitely supply... At least we can supply fiber optics and gold. That's good news. So that into there. That into there. That into there. That into there. Yeah. I mean, what we maybe want to do here is think about building like little, let's put this on 0. We maybe want to build a storage unit here. And so instead of saying, can we, yeah, clear links. There we go. So instead of you outputting to there, you just output to here, and then we will input directly to there instead. And then instead of you outputting, clear, yep. So you will still output to there, and then you will output to here as well. And that's probably for the best. What do we got? A small cargo pod and a superconductor. Okay, that I must have picked that up from the remains of a ship. That's fine. So anyway, we need 3 computers. We need 3 computers at the hub. If we need them at the hub, to be fair, let's cancel that and then just get you back into the hub. It's mostly stuff. We want to basically try and skip the stuff that doesn't need to be going to the hub. I mean, maybe like the titanium. The titanium doesn't necessarily have to go to the hub. The storage is maybe a good example of that. So what we could have here, for example, is, there we go, a titanium storage facility, which, if we're clever about this, right? I don't love this, but you can kind of see where I'm going. So if we go into link, we go to here, we do clear links, clear links, whoops, clear links, clear links, clear links, and then for the output, we route everything into a singular storage bin. Do we? Yeah, we don't have any titanium. We don't have any titanium flipping left. Oh. Yeah, we'll maybe just skirt around some of these enemies for now. Not like I'm really scared of them. More of a just... It's not really a priority for me. So pop you in there. Pop. Oh, yeah, there's some more enemies. It's okay. Max weight reached. Yeah, it would be great if I could get a little bit more, but it's fine. Anyway, how's that looking? And so instead, titanium will come straight to here. And should be going nowhere else. Yep. Output, output, output. And then everybody's output into there. That's good. Titanium is coming to here. That's what we like to see. And therefore, we should at least try and reduce our sort of dependency on this. There we go. It's good. So you go to there, to there, to there. And then you can also go there and there. How's that? I think that should be great. And then we should see the titanium basically all disappear out of here. But most importantly, it'll save this a little bit. Can probably do that with some other stuff, but hey. is done now. Right, let's complete the objective. Automated ore extraction. Beautiful. What have we got? We've got ourselves a miner. We need computers, we need reinforced frames, and we need nanoplating. We have got all of those things. We have got all of those things. Let's load them. Thank you very much. Let's load them up, and then let's see if we can try and do some automated ore extraction. I'm very excited about that. Now, basic ship construction. This is also really, really cool. We're going to be able to build a small shipyard. And with that small shipyard, we should... Ooh, silica node, titanium node. There's a titanium node right over there. With a small shipyard, we should be able to extract resources and then move them all back into our base, which is very, very exciting indeed. Are we still okay for power? We're still okay for power. You love to see it. Nanoplating, reinforced frames, and computers. We shall get all of those things. How are we doing here? Yep. We're doing fine. Fiber optics. We're not actually getting quite enough fiber optics, but that's presumably because we just don't have enough silica. Do you know what? Let's take a little trip over to try and do a bit of a cleanup job here. I think we want to take out some of these drones that are just chilling. It's going to be a little diversion, but there we go. Oh, don't get hidden behind that there. Cool, nice and explodey. And I'll explode you as well. So when we're over here, we can just pick up all of this stuff, whatever the heck it is. What is this? A small fuel tank? Okay, yoink. We've got a computer and some... What is that? Molecular bonding. It's good. Artificial diamond, more molecular bonding, and there is a derelict ship which we can unlock if we supply molecular bonding, 2 of them, and a superconductor which we picked up from another corpse. What is this? Oh, ho, ho, look at that! Look at that! It is an artifact. That is fantastic. Let's nip back home and throw you into the artifact generator. Okay, it's going to take a little while to actually scan. That's probably alright. I mean, I say it's probably alright. I can't really do anything about it, so it's got to be alright. I'll get some more debris from here. Sure. Pick all this up. There we go. Pick it all up, and nip back home. Cool. Throw it all in. Lovely, lovely stuff. Loads and loads of titanium. But soon, we'll have plenty of titanium. We'll have too much titanium. We're going to have too much titanium. So, there's a silica node over here. And there is, yeah, a titanium node over there. The way... Let's just destroy you. There we go. Moving out of the way. You drop anything? Nope. Very boring. The way that... Yoink, yoink, yoink. Thank you. I very much revel in your death there, buddy. And I will revel in your death as well. Ooh, there's another thing over there. We'll deal with that in just a sec. Let's do a miner right here. The way that the miners work are very interesting because they are basically entirely self-contained. Modules are low on power. It's this one. That's what I was going to say. They're entirely self-contained little operations. So we need to make sure that they have a solar panel. We need to make sure that they have got, where is it? Storage unit. We need to make sure that they have everything. And what they do is they literally just produce titanium, which is, you know, as you would expect. But it's going to extract from here, and it's going to extract straight on into the storage unit. And eventually, once we get an automated sort of transport network, we're going to be able to take all of these products. Let's get, there we go, as much debris as I possibly can on the way home. We're going to be able to take all of these products and get them automatically added to my vast array of smelters that I have. What do I need? I need these. Yeah, anything else? Fabricators? I'll take fabricators. Sure. This is good. I like this. I like this a lot. We're doing okay, actually. I'll take some hull plating as well. Oh, are we going to be asteroid attacked again? Or are we just regular attacked? No, it's just telling me that we don't have any power over here. No matter. Let's get you solar aligned. And I think one singular solar panel is actually enough to just make this work. Produces at a rate of 48 per minute, max is 120 per minute, and what do you know? We're starting to get some titanium ore. That's brilliant. That's absolutely fantastic. And can I build another one of these suckers? I absolutely can, and that's exactly what I'm going to do over on this silica deposit here. And modules low on power. Yep, that's fine. And we get a solar panel over here, and we get, where is it? Storage facility right here. We set this up to do, there we go, little extraction, and we get you aligned accordingly. Fantastic. So just like that, we have gone from automating nothing to having basically half of our basic resources all automated, which is going to take a little bit of pressure off the atomizer, which is quite nice. Okay, there is a little bit more cleanup that I want to do. Probably going to go and clean up this base, maybe this base. I just need to get some more artifacts, basically. I don't think my artifact is quite finished scanning yet, but once we do, we can put it to good use. But I'll just go and clean these up so that we can get some more artifacts ready and waiting, I think. Well, things are looking good. I'm just polishing off one more little outpost over here. Did quite a lot of cleaning up. Didn't really get that many... Oh, you got a little turret on there, don't you? And I guess I can also destroy this this building here. Yeah, why don't you shoot your own... Why don't you shoot your own structures? That's very intelligent. Marvelous. There we go. Have at it. What did you drop? Cool. Some more bits and bobs. Yeah, I did quite a lot of sort of scouting around. Didn't find too much of value. That's pretty decent. And then destroy the rest. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, did a little bit of scouting around. There's a pod. Move all of the things over there. Great, didn't see that one. There's one more area over there which I don't have, whatever that thing is. I think it's a supercomputer. But I did get an additional miner set up on another titanium node that I found. So that's pretty nice. Means that we can just, again, you know, get titanium more easily, which is kind of what we're all about here. I feel like I should make a little bit of forward progress in my objectives. We should have... we've got one computer. Is that it? Is that it? Why are we not making computers more readily? It's probably because of the fiber optic cables, and it's probably because we just don't have that much silica coming through. Honestly, I don't necessarily blame you, video game. But, tell you what I'll do. I'll just throw one of my computers into here, and then we'll just get the job done. Yep, that's fine. And then I'll take them back out, because computers seem pretty... like regularly required for little like drop-off missions, so pretty much no reason not to have them. Anyway, I can get myself a ship. I can also build small engines, which I have found a couple of already, but that's fine. We also, by the way, have got ourselves 2 tech points. 2 artifacts, thank you very much, are finished. We can get heavy thrusters, increases the maximum weight that we can carry, adds a layer of ultra-hard diamond film to your drone's outer casement. Laser focused, increases maximum energy reserves, recharge speed. I don't think I'm that bothered, to be honest. Miner output, high-powered neutron lasers increases the output yield of miners. I think I'm more pro... Yeah, I think I'm pro this, to be honest. Plus 15% output from miners. I'll do it. We need 2 tech points in order to get plus 25. So maybe we want to get another one. Heavy thrusters? Heavy thrusters. Let's get heavy thrusters. That seems like a good compromise. So we do 1 upgrade of heavy thrusters for the... Ooh, they're purple now, I think. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, so we've got 1 upgrade for the station, 1 upgrade for me. I think that's a nice little compromise. I still need to get more... Probably need more titanium, to be honest. Yeah, but that's fine. Anyway, let's get another objective. Production overview. I would love a production overview. We can also build ourselves and I have not yet explored it. It's here, the small shipyard. Absolutely, we're going to get this. We need some nanoplating, but thankfully, I've got all of the resources to do that. Small shipyard. I mean, it's got to be out here somewhere. I think this is going to be the... I think this is going to be the sort of... the area where we do the business. The real exciting business. Okay, what type of ship can we actually build? We can build the Aeon Scout short-range exploration ship or an Aeon Hopper general-purpose utility ship. I think the utility ship is maybe slightly more useful. Let's also get... Can I just supply these resources manually? I think I can. Sure. That's enough to get the job done entirely. And now one ship is waiting at the yard. It's just that simple. It is just that simple. I don't think that we can actually do anything with this ship quite yet. It's just kind of like gonna chill for a little while until we can get a few more bits and bobs set up. But there we go. It's nice. It's there. It's cool. It's cool. Okay. We need some more computers. Let's just add my little stockpile into here. Get that objective completed. Moving back out. That's fine. Production overview. I would love to have a little look at the production overview.
Is a useful tool for
it is useful. It's very useful. And we can see that we're bringing in titanium, and we can see that we're bringing in silica. Thank you. Thank you very much. That is cool. What's the next objective? Test ship construction. We need to build 3 Aeon Hoppers, and that's going to increase our station level and also get us drone storage slots. Okay, that's fine. We'll need ships. Yes, we absolutely will need ships, and that's what we're going to do. I need to think about this. We need to have a little bit... We need to have a little bit of a refresh. Here's what I need to do. I need to go to the silica mine. I need to pick up... Oh, I don't even have space for it, do I? Sort. No. Right. Okay, here's what I need to do. I need to pick up silica. I need to pick up titanium. I probably need to do a little bit more exploration in order to move all over here. Move silica back. Sort. Yeah, let's leave that there for now. What I need is all of this silica, all of this titanium, because it's basically going to completely... There we go. It's basically going to completely restart my production cycle again, which is what I need. There we go. And whilst we're over here, let's get ourselves... There we go. Slightly more. Well, very slightly more. Very slightly more weight. Okay, cool. Bring this back. Throw this in there. Excellent. And then what we want to do is we want to basically unload everything that we possibly can into this facility right here. The atomizer is, for now, going to be my sort of like main area. My main area. Carbon, I think what I want to do is also get... We need frames, basic frames. Oh yeah, because I dropped them off. It's fine. I need to get storage unit here. And if we do carbon, yeah, here's what we'll do. We'll do carbon, so cancel that, and instead do carbon to here, and then who uses carbon? Is this son of a gun right here. So let's cancel out you, and instead get you into there. So that means that we will again skip that step, which is the main thing. We don't actually have any carbon. We've got a little bit of carbon. Not a huge amount, but whatever. You get the point. Get a little bit of carbon there. Now, what else did I want to do? I want to get some more facilities out here, and I think I need a... I need small engines. What are small engines made from? They're made from hull plating and carbon, and they're made in a fabricator as well. Okay, well, yoink all of that. Let's get a fabricator right here. Cool. And then let's get a storage unit suppose we could just build a storage unit behind you here. And then instead of outputting to that facility, we're going to output to here. Great. And then you're going to input to there. So that is going to allow me to make engines slightly more efficiently. Still going to have the plates. Do I want the hull plates to be... Do you know what? Do you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's output all of my hull plates into here. Oops. There we go. Into there. Hull plates and hull frames all into this storage unit, which is going to put a lot of strain. It's going to put a lot of strain on one single storage unit. So, you know what? Let's actually do better than that. I want to try and keep things as organized as possible. I don't mind if it looks a little bit funky. We're okay with that. You are fiber optics. That's fine. As long as this number just doesn't exceed what it needs to exceed, then we're fine. You don't need any additional components. This is a fabricator. It's going to get its resources from here. And then you... Now you still need the molecular... Where do we build the molecular things? We build the molecular things over here, don't we? Yep, okay. Well, you know what we do with that? We go molecular, and instead of going direct to there, we go direct to here, and then here, out to here, and there. Both of you require molecular frames. Molecular bonding, sorry. Yeah. So now we will completely skip molecular bonding there, and we will get molecular bonding in there. Fantastic. I think that is better. I think that is better. You output at 141. You got 0. You got 0. So it looks like flowing through doesn't count as using any space. So that's quite nice. And now this is dropped right down to 80. So that's absolutely perfect. Right, so you're going to get small engines. You're going to get the hull plating from here. Yep, hull plating from there. Should be ready. I'll remove you just so that I don't get confused. Titanium should be coming from here. Yep, but I would wager that we probably just don't have enough titanium. That's probably the issue. Do you know what? Let's do a simple little duplication, and let's just get way more titanium. Yeah. It might strain the atomizer a little bit, but it will be worth it. And it will all supply right into the storage unit, which is then going to bypass the entire hub. Great. Absolute perfection. 10 out of 10. No notes, no complaints. Next thing, storage unit right there. We'll get a buffer unit there, and then this can come all the way over to here to the shipyard. And what did I want? 1, 2, 3 computers are being made here. What's the issue with you? Yeah, we'll deal with fiber optics in just a sec. But that can go to there in the meantime. And then what was the other thing? Hull plating, which is going to come from here. Okay, so that's good. If I get silica fixed, then we will get computers. Are the computers outputting? Computers are outputting to here instead. Let's do one of those. Cancel that. That. And then that. And then we will cancel this for good measure because we don't actually need that. I thought computers were being delivered here. It turns out they're not. That's fine. And then remove you from there. Put you into there. And immediately see them get removed. And honestly, we should be able to get whatever it is, the 2 that we require, very, very quickly. We should have plenty of engines. And in fact, I think that will be everything. Here comes my computer. That's fantastic. That is really, really good. So we are still getting... We're still getting a few things being delivered here. Gold, I mean, it's pretty rare that we end up using it. Let's move you out of there so that we can start building the next one. It's pretty rare that we actually use gold. Silica stuff, I think, is still coming through here. Artificial diamonds, we're making them here and then immediately outputting them. I'm okay with that, to be honest. I'm okay with that. We are at a rate of 240. That is not ideal. But we will fix this. We're probably going to remove this atomizer and maybe get some storage crates here. We'll do that when we finally automate the moving, the component moving, which the resource moving, the miners, the stuff that the miners are doing. Right, complete that. Aeon hoppers. Oh, where are you gonna go? You're gonna disappear off into the unknown. Plus 4 drone storage slots. Excellent.
Ship telemetry is all in the green
Nice.
station, Commander. I think we're ready to
Ship
move on with
telemetry
more
is in the
advanced
green. Well,
technologies
that's
and ships now.
better than it being in the red. Advanced technologies with ships. I am not
The
going to complain.
objectives panel contains new
Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's go and deal with the enemies over here. And in fact, let's do, there we go. Let's do a little cleanup whilst we are waiting for these meteors to get here. Excellent. What have we got? We got some slingers. Lots of slingers. Slingers are fairly slow firing missile launchers, I think. But you know what? We got to be careful. Is that ice? That looks like a new type of asteroid. There we go. What does this ship have to offer? You need fiber optics. Honestly, they're pretty rare with me as well. So, might not have them. Hey, that is water ice. Okay. Something to consider. Not something that I want to deal with right now. Because we have no... Oh, no. Yeah, skirt. Move around. Move around them. Right. Optional production. Place the basic items. 20 basic items in your hub? Yeah, sure. And we'll get 24 small engines. That's... Oh, hold on. It's basic frames. Yeah, there we go. Do it. Complete. That's an amazing deal. 24 small engines are, like, way harder to come by. Way harder to come by. Okay, what's next? Superconductors, automated logistics. I mean, we gotta get automated logistics, dude. The freighter dock is gonna be so critical for us. I need to get a couple of computers, and honestly, we can do that right now. And that's exactly what I'm gonna go and do. Let's get that completed. And then let's see what we need in order to build a freighter dock. I'm gonna need 2 freighter docks. Upgrade, freighter, engines.
You have now unlocked
Okay.
the freighter dock and robotic
I
freighter,
am
which can be
delighted.
used to automate the transport of
Yeah,
items,
so we need reinforced
supplies,
frames,
and
nanoplatings,
materials between
etc.
remote parts of your station,
What else?
such as between miners and
Yep.
your main
Don't you worry,
base.
video game. I am on it.
One or more docks
We need
on your
nanoplating
station,
and
then build
computers.
at
What's the
least
issue with
one
nanoplating?
freighter from the docks
Ah,
above
it's
the
hull.
highway.
We're not
You
getting
can
hull
then
components from here.
assign any combination of
It's fine.
docks for the selected freighter to pick up
Yep.
and
Don't
move
worry.
in.
We'll deal with that. We'll deal with that in a little bit. But I need nano I need nanoplating, and you know what? We will get another storage facility over here. This is actually, funnily enough, becoming somewhat uniformed now. We're going to output to the back here. That's great. That should fix itself. You, as well, are going to get frames from here now. Yeah, we need to get frames from here into there. And then we're going to output from here to here. There we go. Okay, so this is actually quite uniform. Station is using stored power. I think we're okay with that. I mean, I will do... Let's grab all of these and make sure that they are fully aligned. There we go. It might not be an alignment issue. Also, we can get a vertical connector here, which I think I'm kind of keen to do. I don't think that a vertical connector will obstruct my sun, but I'd like to do that, I suppose. We just need a horizontal connector there. Does make things look a little bit messy, but spatially, yeah, 2 layers of solar panels. I mean, that's great. And now we're back totally in a good position, so that's great. Right, automated logistics is good. Superconductors, I guess we'll start Oh, I do need superconductors, to be fair. Fiber optics, yeah, we're not going to get fiber optics for a little while yet. Why, I hear you ask? Because I can't. Because I physically can't. Not until I get... Oh, I've got loads of silica on me. Why is this... Why are my fiber optics not working? I mean, to be fair, there's not really any issues with the fiber optics. Also, what I can do, and what I should do, right? I should just rework this. Yeah, rework this to here. Rework you to here. Yeah, instead of getting you into there, let's get storage box here. That into there. And then who needs fiber optics? It's this and this. So let's do that into there and then that into there. There is method to the madness here. The method to the madness is that I can just do a couple of copies, and then that will allow me to get more silica coming through here. And because it is all now set up to come to this box, we should be able to make it work much more quickly than if I was to do it any other way. Which is great. It's really good. That is really good. So 50 fiber optics, that's also going to be a bit of a pain. I just think that I'm going to have not enough. I think I'm going to have not enough production. 36 in. How much do you give me? You give me 30 a minute. So we should have plenty. We should have fiber optics coming out the wazoo, to be honest. Yeah. We should have a lot of excess fiber optics. That is kind of happening, to be fair. Let's take a copy and paste you into there. This is kind of the design that we're now going to be going for. So wherever I decided to build the storage unit, I guess, you know, that's just it. That's where it lies. I don't know how we're going to deal with this artificial diamond, because we've got the connector in here, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Either way, we need a lot of fiber optics, and we're just not getting them coming through at the moment. So, yeah. Food for thought. Food for thought. What did I need? Hold on. What did I need for this? I need two freighter docks. Let's get 2 of them added to the to-do list. We need some more computers, of which I have a couple. The nanoplating. We're almost there for the nanoplating. It's kind of nice. We might have some spare nanoplating around here. Cargo pods. Yeah. Okay. Well, here's what we can do. We can get a freighter dock. Get a freighter dock built here. And I think that's what we're going to do. Let's build out a little bit. Let's get a freighter dock built here. Nice. And then Freighter Mark 1. Sure. Build it. Nice. Okay. And then what we're going to go and do is we're going to set up a delivery route. I don't have any other freighter. I don't have the capacity to build any other freighter docks at the moment, so we're just going to have to wait until we have the correct resources. But once we get all of this coming in here, it's going to be a case of getting all of it unloaded onto... yep. Getting it, all of it unloaded. Can I filter these? Can I filter these so that they have a specific type of resource in them? I'm not sure that I can, you know. No. Well, because we want to ideally, like, split all of the different types of resources. Oh, item filters. Oh, we can. We can item filter. Yeah, we want to filter this so that we literally only have the correct resources coming into all of these. So this is like an unloading station. We've got space for more docks if we want to. But that's what I think we're going to do. Right, so we've got plenty of circuit boards. Got loads and loads of circuit boards. And actually, what we could do is if we do... No, we don't need any priority or any of that nonsense. We don't need to duplicate. We don't need to refresh links. Can I just, like, literally... Can I close these slots? Is that possible? Decrease the max amount in this slot. Yeah, so we turn that down to 0. We turn that down to 0. So now that should all be at 0. And then we pump that up to 500. There we go. So we've effectively cut our number of circuits. Yeah, we cut the number of circuits that we can produce to just 500, which will save on fiber optic cables going forward. Not a huge change, like, right now, maybe, but in the future, I think it will be. 8 reinforced frames for 120 fiber optics. That's the deal of the flippin' century, my guy. That is fantastic, and I'm going to yoink all of those out right now, and I will take that. That was actually really, really handy. Nanoplating is coming along just fine. Honestly, could probably do with another nanoplating facility. There's no real issues with nanoplating. I think it's all fine. Molecular, we've got plenty of molecular. We've got plenty of hull stuff as well. So that's good. Titanium, how are we doing for titanium? Not so hot on titanium, but that's okay. We're gonna figure it out. Right, let's get... I actually need 3. Let's get 3 freighter docks, and then once I have assembled all the components for this, I'm going to go and get up, set up a delivery network that will allow us to move all of our resources around, I hope, very, very nice and efficiently. Well, I've collected all of the goods in order to build a few more freighter docks. Over at the silica mine, over here, I've already got a dock set up. Called it Silica 1. I've not built a freighter, but what I have done is I have set up some throughput of the storage. Literally just, where is it there? A link between here and here. And that's fine. That's all that we need. I'm going to plumb the route in just a sec, but for now we're going to have to go over here. We're going to have to grab another solar panel, and we're going to have to get a freighter dock. There we go. Solar panel needs to be aligned. We do need to... solar panels in order to make this work. We'll call this Titan 1. Nice. And we set up a link. Perfect. And we should be good. We're not going to build a freighter yet. Although I could. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. But for now, no. You over there. You over there. And you over... here. Cool. What is this? Titan 2. Cool. And then that gets linked there, like so. Now that we've got all of these named, it should just be a very, very, very simple solution. I've also renamed this hub dock. That's going to annoy me. I'm going to have to go and rename that. But anyway, pick up from Silica 1. Wait for 20 seconds. Drop off at hub dock. Pick up, drop off. Yeah, I think that's it. Wait max time. Freighter will stay at the station for 60 seconds. Freighter leaves immediately as soon as it's unloaded. Wait for items for 20 seconds. That's fine, I think. Yeah, I think that's all we need. So, can you just go? Can you go? Yeah, you're called Alpha. There we go. Okay, great. Fantastic. We just needed to unclick you. So, this is probably going to be quite inefficient, isn't it? I mean, freighter is paused while selected. Okay, so it's like a watched pot never boils. Okay, it's quite quick. Not really. Anyway, what I've also done is I've also set up a filtering system, and I've got linkages into all of these storage units. We've got titanium, we've got gold, we've got silica, we've got carbon, and we've got water. You never know. That might be something that we end up doing. Is there any more? Okay, maybe I do. Maybe I do give you a chance to prove yourself. It might need to be a little bit... might need to be a little bit further improved, but that's okay. Derelict ship is still derelict. That's fine. Okay, should we make some progress with our objectives whilst we're waiting for more ores to be delivered? I almost feel like we're kind of just, like, wasting time if we don't go over to here, build a ship. Yeah, there we go. Literally get it built and say, hey, I mean, we're on Titan 2. Drop off at the hub dock and then just go. Yeah, great. Fantastic. That feels actually a little bit more... I mean, they're so cheap. Freighters are so darn cheap. So why not just do that? I mean, drop off at hub dock. We're at Titan 1 here. That's it. Let's go. Did I do that correctly? Let's just check. Yeah, pick up from Titan 2, drop off at hub dock. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then you are over here. Let's just adjust you, and I'll just say, hey, you pick up from Silica 1. Wait for 60 seconds. Leave as soon as you're unloaded. That's great. Yeah. I think that's perfect. I think that's perfect. And it's so darn cheap to do as well, so we might as well get that done. Now, I've not calculated, or I've not done any of the link up because I just want to see that it works. I want to see that it works first before we do that. So we'll give it a minute. I'm gonna let the fiber optics flow, take him out, and then immediately yoink him back in there. We are clearly having a massive shortage of fiber optics. That is because we don't have any silica. That's fine. Excellent. That's what I'd like to see. But you know what? I'm really sorry. We have got titanium coming through now, and that is what is gonna matter. Equipment station. The equipment station which will let you manufacture equipment which can be installed on your drone. Heck yeah. Fuel injection increases the top speed of the drone. Jet booster that dramatically increases your drone speed. Don't hate it. Don't hate it at all. I guess I'll do it. 50 circuit boards. Yep. Easy to do. Reinforced frames. Also, pretty darned easy to do. Let's just get it all sorted right there. Also, look at this. Titanium is coming through. That's fantastic. We do have a slightly higher throughput of 360 units per minute. Is that going to be enough? Is that going to be enough? I don't know. We might need more. Equipment station, circuit boards, nanoplating. Yep. Let's get all of these things. Nanoplating. Nice. And I guess if this is the business end, we should probably build the... equipment station right about here. Let's build it there just in case I want to build out any sort of like other forward-facing things. Lots of titanium coming through. That's good. Let's do... I mean, you still have a maximum output of 240. So there's not much that I can do to improve that. But... there we go. We know where this is all going. So let's just do all of that, and then we should immediately see... we should immediately see this go all the way up to 240, or as close to 240 as we could basically get. Yeah, there we go. As expected. Perfect. And what about silica? Are we seeing any silica coming through here? We sure are. Silica should be processed here. So let's go and do that. We'll still leave the atomizer there, but just not going to use it as much because we don't need to. We absolutely don't need to. Okay, let's get some blueprints. Unlocks the ability to get blueprints. We need 25 computers. I think we actually have 25 computers. If we don't, we're pretty darn close. We don't. It's fine. We'll get them like really soon because of all of our silica production that we're now getting, which makes me very, very happy. Let me tell you, that's really, really good. Anyway, equipment station, a neutron laser. We need superconductors, afterburner. We need small engines, molecular binding. The neutron laser, I think that's like an additive thing that I can get. I click here. See, this is an equipment slot. We've got the drone neutron something at the moment. I can't actually see, but the neutron laser seems to be like an upgrade on that. Can I get a fabricator here? And then can I build superconductors? Yeah. But also kind of no. We can build them. I'm going to have to use artificial diamonds, which I will get from the hub. I think artificial diamonds are just too... Yeah, they're too small to, like, actually worry about. Where's the carbon coming from? Are we getting carbon from... And where are we putting it? Putting it into here. And then that's going into there. Okay, well, let's also set it up to go into there. That's fine. We'll continue to output you to there. Then we'll get a link into here for the artificial diamonds. Great. Fiber optics are made here. We know that they're made here. There we go. They just pop up so sporadically and rarely that we just don't get to see them very much. How many of these do we have? You know what? I think it's time that we get yet another one of these. Yeah, matter printers that does fiber optics for us. I think that's a good idea. 25 computers. We are close, but no biscuit. Not yet, anyway. Look at this. Look at this. Titanium coming through, silica coming through. And the great thing about it is it's silica that I just don't have to worry about. It's just done. It's just automatic. It's perfect. Right. Supercomputers. Not supercomputers. Superconductors, should I say. We're going to output to there. We don't need many. I needed, what, like 5 in order to get the... In order to get this. Yeah, we'll get one. We'll get one as soon as we can. I think that's fine. 25 computers in order to get the next research objective. I think we'll probably save up for that. Right, what I think we need to do now... What I think we need to do now is... If we've got titanium... There's a lootable container over there with a superconductor in it. Kind of want to go and get that. And to be honest, I think what I'll do is a little bit more scouting whilst we're just waiting for all of my resources to come through. Because what I really need is I really need to find more areas where we are going to be able to mine things like carbon and ideally gold. I mean, if we're able to get sort of like one of everything, then that would be swell. But for now, I'll do a little bit of exploration. I'm going to go and get the superconductor that's just chilling out here somewhere. Like literally right there. And then we will do a little bit of scouting out here. Very strange how there's no enemies. I realize there are some enemies over here, but that's fine. And if I could get... Yeah, if I could get more firepower, I feel like that would be good. My firepower is not insignificant at the moment, and I don't think I've actually been hit. I don't think I'm actually that worried about being hit. But it'd be good to do. Unlock that. Oh, that's a great deal. Free superconductor. Move this. Anything else? Station is using stored power. We'll go and sort that in a sec. Combat. Yep. Dodge that. Marvelous. And what have you got to offer me? Not much, to be honest with you. Not much. Did I miss anything around here? There's a water ice node. Okay, that's swell. There's a crashed ship over there. There's a few enemies here. That water ice node, I don't know quite what we're going to do with said water ice node yet. This is a... Holy cow, this is very well defended. It's really well defended. 2 turrets and like 3 ships. That's quite something. Yeah, this is... It's not very satisfying running out of juice, let me tell you. Yeah, in fact, it's really not satisfying at all. Let's just dodge you. Skip past. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Let me go and just check on what's going on over here. Usage, produced. Are we... No, we're fully aligned. It's just a case of we just don't have any more... rotate around a little bit. We just don't have any more power. That's fine. We have maxed out our immediate capacity, but it's going to be super easy for us to change that. There we go. Add new alignment. And yeah, that's absolutely perfect. That's absolutely perfect. I just love how we're making progress with computers without even thinking about it. 10 superconductors. Let's see. Neutron lasers. Let's build one. Add one to the current build queue. It's going to take 5 seconds. How's this neutron laser going to work? How's it going to work? Apply it there? Oh, it's literally going to just make... What? We can just fire more? Drone neutron laser. So these are all the same thing. I stack them? So how's... Are they... Doesn't look like I've got more lasers. Maybe I do, but... Okay, well, we'll... I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see at the next encounter. Where do we want to go and fight? Got a water ice node down there. Let's go... Let's go down this way. Go down this way. I love this network. I love this network that I'm getting together. It's so good. Oh, you're a new type of enemy. Don't think I've come across you before. A seeker. Let me guess. You fire heat-seeking missiles? Can I get you to destroy yourself? No. That would be... That would be too good. Can I destroy these missiles? Yeah, I can actually. But it's also the case that they just eliminate themselves. That's fine. Meteor strike incoming. Yeah, we're going to have to go and deal with that in a sec. See, I can definitely see if you're going to be doing... If you're going to be doing some conquest like this, it does make sense that you'd need to get more energy and batteries. Let's go and quickly take you out before you get too far away. It's quite convenient that you've decided to come by me over here. There we go. Meteor strike has ended. Oh. Excuse me. I need to get some more artifacts as well. I have not managed to get any artifacts together. It's very disappointing. What have you got? Single computer. Well, not gonna say no. And I'll take you out first. There we go. And then we'll take you out here. Nice. Again, I don't think I've actually taken any damage. Not like it would really make that much of a difference, because I believe it heals. And nothing else there? Nope, nothing else here. Let's trash the place. And that will give me nothing. Well, something small. But nothing major. Right, some more ice. Edge of the world here. Okay, freighters waiting in the dock. I'm not that bothered about that. That will have to wait. So gold. Gold. What do we get here? That's absolutely worth it. Superconductor is really nice. Let's go and do a little sweep of this area here. Ooh. Little sweep of this area there. Did we discover anything? You are going to come and chase me down. Which is very not cool. But no is the answer to that. We did not find anything of interest from a mining perspective. What do we get? Sure. Okay, you know what? I'll take an artifact. That's pretty good. That's a water ice node. That was the one that we knew about. I think that was the one that we saw. Yeah, let's run this home. Let's run this home real quick. Freighters waiting in dock. Yeah, why is that the case? I thought we had a good setup. Yeah. Plop you down there. Nice. And what's the issue here? Ah, it's because we are not outputting quickly enough. That's kind of bonkers, to be honest. That's kind of bonkers. Do you know what? Hold on. Don't drop off there. Instead, can I copy and paste? Yeah, this here. And then you, we're going to call this Hub Dock 2. Yeah, and we're going to get you to drop off at Hub Dock 2. And you should have the silica now, and so you should be able to just drop off there. And then we set up... I mean, the links are already established because I just copy-pasted, so that's perfect. And it's called Hub Dock 2, so we should just now have the titanium dropping off here. Am I happy with that? I don't think it's the ideal situation. I'd much rather have everything coming through as one, but it's fine. Yeah, why is this not working? Oh, that should be in output. Output and output. Yeah, should not be an input. You're going to come through here. Great. That's all in output. That's all in output. That's fantastic. That's nice. Okay. Water node. A few things to uncover. Right, let me scout out the rest of this area. I'm going to find some more resource nodes, and I'll catch up with you after I have done all of that scouting. Well, a good chunk of exploration has now been done. I've got, I got like, what, 5 artifacts out of it, I think? I've not done this bit over here yet. To be fair, it doesn't even look like that much. But I did discover 2 carbon nodes, and that's kind of the main thing, to be honest. We got a derelict ship up there. I think what I want to do, really, sincerely, is get another one of these suckers right here. This is going to be Dock 3. We're going to build a freighter right there. Or are we? I can't undo that. I can't undo that. Yeah, and then we're going to go and set up... Ooh, artifact analysis complete. Excellent. Let's go and throw another one in whilst I'm over here. I'm just, like, using this area as, like, a little sort of storage zone. Do I want to get something? Increase the speed of our freighters. I don't hate that, to be honest. I don't hate that at all. Ship production. Oh, yeah, let's go and real quick nab the meteors here. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Not a big deal. Come on. Come on. Come on, video game. I said it was easy. There we go. Nice. And then let's yoink the goodies whilst I'm here. And use the atomizer, which we oh so rarely now use because we don't need to worry about it. And then as soon as I get this carbon facility set up, it's gonna be even better. It's gonna be real good. Gonna be real good. Let's get everything. There we go. Come on, that was so close. Get everything in there. Do we need any additional resources? I don't think I do. Gonna go up to here. Set a waypoint up there just to make sure that I can see what I am doing. Just double check that it is carbon. I mean, that's going to be the third... It's going to be the third resource. We get 2 of those. We get 2 power. Yep. We get a freighter dock. What do we need? Nanoplating. It's fine. Solar generators need aligning. No worries at all. Let's build that in there. Let's get a link between there and there. Solar generators. We'll do that. Cool. Did I just undid it. There we go. Nice. Okay, great. Quickly pop back to grab some nanoplating. Yoink, 42. Thank you very much. Is that really it? Is that all we produced? I mean, I feel like we should be making computers way more rapidly than that. Circuits. Yeah, is it gold? Do we have a shortage of gold? Is that ironically what it is? I think that might actually be what the issues are. Well, that's kind of crazy. After saying that gold was entirely useless, turns out that we do need it for circuit boards. Whoopsie. That's a little embarrassing. No, just kidding. I actually don't care. Who cares? It literally doesn't matter. So, then we get this into here. Great. We will build... what do we want to call this? We'll call this Carbon 1. There we go. Carbon 1. And I will transfer these resources manually, just so that it looks a little bit more impressive. And I don't want to build another freighter. Oh, excuse me? How on earth did you survive there? I don't know. But I will take that. Don't crash into my infrastructure. I can't really be bothered to destroy these missiles. So we're just going to leave it. And then, yeah, pop back over here and grab this. I mean, I really should find gold, shouldn't I? I really should find gold. Drop off at Hub Dock 3, pick up at Carbon 1, and away you go. Yeah, I think I should press on. I should try and find some gold. There's a few more things to... Uh-oh. Clear all waypoints. Yeah, there's a few more things that I can get up here. There's a little bit more scouting that I should do. Yeah, I'll do the rest of this loop, and then I'll see if we can find gold. I don't need 2 carbon, but definitely at least 1 gold. Well, I found another ore node, but unfortunately it's titanium. That's fine. I'm still artifact hunting. I've got an artifact with me. I just can't be bothered bringing it back to the base. I've actually got so many artifacts. Too many, one might say. We're going to engage in swift scouting. Yes, there are ships. Yes, there are going to be asteroids and bases and stuff that I need to take care of, but I need to just get... I need to get intel. I need to get intel on what's going on. Crash ship, crash ship. I don't think that any of these... I don't think that any of these islands or little asteroids that currently have stuff on them can suddenly become node-worthy, if that makes sense. I just think it's straight up impossible. So I'm just going to keep hunting. There might not be gold, to be fair. Ooh. That looks like we don't want to go into it, to be honest with you. There it is. 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 Okay, so it's actually like shockingly close to my existing infrastructure. Well, you know what? That's quite good. We didn't happen to discover anything else. Don't know what that nebula thing is. 5 out of 15 artifacts. I've got like 5 sitting back at the base. You can actually see them here. We've got another water ice node over there. We got so much titanium waiting in the dock that ships are waiting. That's fine. I did also pop an upgrade or 2 on my recharge rate. I know that I talked about... Who would do that? Me. I'm who would do that. I am who. Right. 2 of those. Power. Yep. 1, 2. Great. And then we get storage facility. And then I need 5 flippin' nanotubes. Well, at least we can get... At least we can get... Where is it? There we go. At least we can get this set up. I mean, what have you got? Have you got anything good for me? No. Maybe there'll be goods in here. Maybe there'll be 5 nanotubes in this facility. It's very wishful thinking. At the end of the day, it doesn't actually matter. Also, I'm thinking that I can probably survive by just utilizing the same dock for carbon and for gold. Like, I feel like we don't need that much of it. Also, this is going to give me another artifact, isn't it? Nope. No, it is not. Artifact analysis complete, though. That is good. Let's go and pop out over here. Sure. The artifacts don't despawn if you, like, leave them around, just around the galaxy, which is great, because otherwise I would have lost a couple by now. We need 5 nanotubes. 5 nanotubes. Is that so hard to ask, video game? You're going to give me a... You're going to give me another one, aren't you? Another artifact. Great. Now, because my ship is so weak, I can only carry a single artifact at once. Which is actually really annoying. And means that I have to drag him back manually all the way over here. Which is honestly a little bit cumbersome. I should maybe get another I should maybe get another artifact analyzing facility, but hey-ho. Anyway, I should have got nanotubes. What am I doing? Where is it? It is here. Great. Is that enough? I think 9 is enough. Okay, with this, so we want to go to Freight Dock 3. Carbon. You've literally just dropped the carbon off, so that should be fine. Yeah, this is the last automation tweak that we're going to be able to make, and then we can actually just beast through literally all of our objectives. Yes, I know you're there. That's fine. I need the gold ore mine. That's what I need. I probably should have taken that with me, but whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay, goods. And then let's build ourselves a freighter here. Let's link that into there. You are not linking. That's okay. What's the maximum output of this, by the way? 276. Technically, we'll lose out a little bit. That's fine. That's fine. I'd rather have like a little buffer as storage. I feel like that's good. Anyway. Freighter, you need to go from... This is going to be called Gold 1. That's a Star Wars reference, isn't it? I think it is. Gold 1. Sort that so that it's on the same pile. And you're going to go from Gold 1 right back to Hub Dock 3. Fantastic. And you're just going to go. You're just going to go. That is what we love to see. And with that, I believe that we have fully automated everything. And by everything, I mean everything with the exception of water, which still has not been automated, but nor do we actually need it for anything yet. So I'm gonna say that it's all automated. Sure, why the heck not? And let's plop you down here. Where are we? How many tech points do I have? I've got one singular tech point. How, after all this time, do I still have one singular tech point? Another analyzer. Yep, throw you in there. It's taken far too long. 2 will have to do. This kind of looks cool, though. I like that. Anyway, let's make some progress on our objectives, which we have been fairly bad at actually satisfying, but not because any specific reason. They're actually really, really easy to fix. Blueprints, we can now say that we can do that. The multi-select tool, I not even used it, and to be honest, don't even feel like I do need to worry about it. Base defense? Sure. 5 computers, 10 superconductors. I should have superconductors. Got 12? And I actually should have more than 12. Yeah, nice. So what's the issue with computer production? The issue with computer production, which is done here, is boards, and the issue with boards is, of course, going to be gold. I will manually add the gold in for now. And also, I have 65 circuit boards here. Let's just throw all the circuit boards back into storage and then let them get turned into computers. Yep, no reason not to. Freighter's waiting at the dock. That's fine. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. We got 360 maximum output there. That's good. We got 215 output here. There's a meteor strike incoming. Where's the meteor strike going to hit? Oh, it's going to hit my... It's going to hit my titanium... My titanium base. Well, I'd like that to not be the case, so I will go and fix that. And there we go. Fixed. Excellent. Nab some of these. They're called asteroids, believe it or not. We've not really touched them in quite a long time, which is a bit of a shame, because I do really love throwing things into the atomizer. Yoink. Lovely stuff. 32 seconds left on that. 2 minutes left on you. That's fine. Computers. Yeah, let's throw in... Oops. Throw in a few more. Also, composites for supercomputer. Yes, I will take that any day of the week, and we will get 24 supercomputers. That's a great deal. I mean, we don't have tons of composite right now. We are making it. We are exporting it to... Thank you. Beam turret defense. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, we are exporting it to here, but we do not have that much. We do not have that much. I wonder, is it because we just don't have enough carbon coming in, or is it because we're just not processing enough carbon? No, it's because we're not processing enough carbon. Or, it's not linked up properly. That could very well be it. Yeah, I think it is. It's exactly it. It's because we're literally not using carbon at all. So it goes there, and also to there. And then gold, we need to make sure that we're doing the same with gold, actually. Gold is going to come to here. Yeah, great. And then is there gold outputs? You're outputting properly, you're outputting properly, you're outputting properly. Yeah, we've not got a gold output, crazily enough, because we don't actually... To be fair, we don't actually need it. It's just not that complicated. And let's sell. Let's sell you. Yeah. I think we'll just be... We'll just continue to deal with gold through the hub. I think that's the sort of best case scenario for us right now. And what do we got? 375 gold there? Yeah, you know what? We can accelerate this. If I do a little copy-paste job here, and get that linked up, that'd be great. And all of my smelteries should be working right now. Silica. Oh, yeah, we have silica, but we're not making it. That's probably another error. You are outputting... You're outputting to here. Okay. And what's our silica output right now? It's up to 228 out of 240. That should be fine. Let's also get another copy paste job. And I'll pick up... that's maybe too many. Maybe like 2 stacks. Yeah. And 1 stack. There. Good. And then we'll copy twice. Yeah, copy twice. Artifact analysis complete. Throw in another one immediately. And also, let's keep up with the objectives here. Reinforced frame for enhanced storage. I mean, the easiest thing in the world for us to do right now, actually. There we go. Pop you in there. Great. And complete that. Whatever it is that we've got to do next, I would like to do it pretty rapidly. Thank you. 2 storage units. Yep, literally a storage unit on top of another storage unit. Nano repair. Single-use consumable that instantly restores drone hit points. Or increases the amount of hit points regenerated by the drone repair. Can I just, like, go straight to this? I need 10 Aeon Scouts in order to do this. I think that's maybe more interesting than the alternative. So what, we go here. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we need computers, we need small engines, and we need hull plating. I think, honestly, I mean... Have we got all of the components? I think we kind of do, to be honest. Computers, maybe not. That might be required. Also, we can get you upgraded. Oh, plus 50% item send speed. Okay, so that is the incentive to get this upgraded. We need you, and we need some more of you. Right, what are we sending? Are we sending you at max? No, we're not sending you at max. 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 Are we sending anything at the max speed? Not really. We're not sending you at max. We're not sending anybody at max speed here. We could probably be doing more on the titanium front. If we got... For example, a few more of these, then that would almost certainly justify getting this upgraded. Yeah. So that now takes us up to 360 per minute export speed, which is great, because that means that we'll be able to output at the same rate from the hub to the storage unit. I think that's really useful. Not like it... I say it's useful. It's not actually that big of a deal. Let's put these in here. I can't be bothered waiting around. I will get the engines added automatically. So we need 10 Aeon Scouts. Station is using stored power. That's probably because we don't have enough solar panels. So let's go and rectify that. But really, I think for now, we just need to wait until we've got more Aeon Scouts. And the annoying thing about this is that I need to just constantly drag the Aeon Scouts out of their little ship assembly facility. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be plentiful amounts of power. There we go. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. That looks like a real flipping space station, doesn't it? Amazing. This is all looking really, really juicy. And yeah, we're already starting to see some titanium starting to accrue here. Yeah, you know what? I'll take some more carbon. Hull plating. I can get more hull plating. That's super easy. Yoink. And yoink. And then here. 1, 2, 3. And you are silica. Do I need any more? Kind of got plenty of silica, to be honest. This does put, like, an unnecessary strain on my power system. But, I mean, why wouldn't I? Yeah, this is... There's no way that I can set, like, a rally point, is there, for these ships? They just chill here. They just chill here. They just They're just there. But that's okay. That's okay. Right, we got some computers coming through now. I think we've got enough. I think we've got enough to make all 10 Aeon Scouts. So, let's do it. That honestly took, like, a lot longer than I anticipated. It doesn't take a long time to build the darn things. It takes me a long time to remember to take them out of the little holster. We got 2 computers that are coming. It takes a little while to arrive, but you know what? Once they're here, very, very quick to add on. And boom, what do you know? Let's get them built. Cool. All right, well, they're going to all zip off in different directions. Won't actually show up on the map, I don't think. Unless... No, they don't even show up here. What's a shame. What a shame. Our scouting missions identify the presence of a nearby gas giant that we've named Titania. That's you over here. We did know that that was there, but I guess now we've named it. Cloud miners, hydrogen, yeah. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's cool. What have we got? So, we didn't do nano repair. I'm not that bothered about doing nano repair. To be fair, we could probably just go straight to destination Titania if we can figure that out. Unlocks modules and processes required for the production of hydrogen gas in fusion reactors and starship fuel. Okay, so we do actually have to do these components, because we're going to need to get photon light hauler, photon tanker, that sort of stuff. Okay, let's start with this. Composite, how are we doing for composite? Not hot. Not hot. How are we doing for carbon? We're doing absolutely fine for carbon, and that means that we can get an immediate injection. What about nanoplating and computers? You know what? If we select that as the objective, we can do that right now. Because I think we have... There we go. I think we have pretty much all of the goods needed to do this. What do we need for computers, by the way? Yeah, you know what? Let's get another... Let's get another one of these. We need more composite. Sure. Where's our composite being used? Being used over here. Okay, well, let's just shamelessly yoink it, and then we'll copy that so that we're making some more computers, since we need it. That's kind of the priority right now. And let's add these in there. Let's add those in there. Artifact analysis complete. Is that all of my artifacts actually taken care of? I think so. I don't know how to get enhanced production. Freighters, advanced fusion core. Yeah, the fusion core was not actually that useful. Top speed of the drone, hardened chassis, increases the power of your neutron laser. Maybe I'll get that. I've got 7 tech points. I feel like I should be using... Yeah, maybe 15% extra solar power. That's pretty good. And we'll maybe get increased freighter speed as well. Ship production... I feel like this is not a bad idea to get ship production improved, given that we're about to start the process of making a bunch of ships. So yeah, let's do that. We need one more computer. There we go. In order to get this objective done. Let's go and do it. Fantastic. Enhanced ship construction. That is marvelous. How are we getting on? How are we getting on with our composites? We got 46. It's still not enough. A higher tier of starship construction. Absolutely great. But I'm not actually that bothered about it, because what I want to get is just about 1 billion more composites. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, all composite. All composite all the time. What are you up to? 191. You maybe could do with a little upgrade to level 2 there, buddy. Yeah, I think you could. There we go. So that's carbon. We've already got quite a decent number of carbon thingies over here. You're fine, you're fine. Yeah, you're fine. Okay, let's select the next objective. 25 computers, power transmission, a power link, which can be used to connect the power networks of the remote parts of your station. Okay, that's cool. Let's go do that right now, because I think I've got... do I have the fiber optics? I totally have the fiber optics. Right. Let's just get one pile. I don't need it all. Okay. Let's get that sorted. Yeah, you're flipping trying to missile strike my
Power linkers
my
can
little
be built to
stations,
link the
my
power
little mining
grids of remote
outposts.
parts of your station, such as miners,
I'm over
to
here.
your
I will
main
do
station and centralized
this.
power generation.
Destroy you. Yep, thank you. Sorry, not a good time. Right. Let's clear up all these missiles. And try and not get dunked on by that enemy. And whilst we're over here, see if I can try and get... Oh! Well, I can carry them. That's absolutely whack as heck. Very funky, but also very whack. Yeah, okay. You know what? Let's not... Actually, you might have... No, I was going to say we don't have... Ooh, tungsten. That's new. We don't have a superconductor to open this. That's a bit of a shame. No worries. We'll just take this little spoil back to the base. Throw you into there. Great. You get sucked in. Fantastic. Okay, so we got power transmission, 100 computers, 250 artificial diamonds. That's crazy. Starship transportation. That's going to be easy. A tug bay. Deploys a tug, which can move ships around your station. Oh, that's so useful. Also, hold on. Before I do this, what do we need? We need 10 phantom... We need 10 phantom haulers. So, phantom light haulers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's start the process of getting these built. We're not building small cargo pods. We're building everything else, but not small cargo pods. Let's see if we can try and do that. Small cargo pods. Yep. Oh, that's going to cost me some of these. Yep. Some of those and some of these as well. Good thing that I've started improving my composite production quite dramatically, actually. And we're going to link up and go to there. And then from there, we're going to send to here. And what do you need? You should have small cargo pods now. The reinforced and nano, they are already being built. They're just not being deployed to the correct location. So we're going to set that up. It's nice. And we're probably going to need more nano. And we're probably going to need more reinforced bits and bobs as well. That's okay, though. I think we're actually in quite a good state of balance right now. Maybe want to get some additional computer facilities. Yeah, you know what? Let's do one more of these. And then one more of these. That's one more circuit production facility and one more computer production facility. Which should just make everything that little bit smoother. Throw you in there. And there we go. And that will get me starship transportation. Great. So that's a tug, right? Tug bay. Yeah. Automatically move starships between station modules, such as from a shipyard into a fuel shipyard. Or to clear space next to your station, ready to be shipped. Yeah, that's perfect. That's what we need. So we need 5 computers. Is there anything else that I've not yet built? Equipment station, we've got that. Resource, yep. Got all that. Power link. I don't feel the need for power link. I don't feel the need for a defense tower. Maybe we'll need the defense tower in a bit, but I just don't feel like I'm that bothered right now. A little bit more carbon. There we go. Okay, there was one of these objectives that had 250 carbon composite. Carbon nanotubes. Okay, tell you what, we're not building carbon nanotubes at the moment. And actually, we can't build carbon nanotubes because the recipe is unlocked in hydrogen processing. Okay, no matter. No matter, no matter. Small cargo pods, lovely to see that that is coming along nicely. And let's build this tug bay. Yeah, let's build it. Let's build it here. So what are you going to do? You just deploys a tug which can move stuff? I mean, let's just see if that actually works. Also, how's the small cargo base looking? It's looking fine. I think I probably want to get one more. Sure, I'll get one more facility over there. Do I need any additional carbon composite? I feel like I probably don't need any more carbon composite. I just need more carbon production. That's it. That's it. And do I need more carbon coming through? No. Although I think pretty soon we will be close to the limit of the amount of carbon that we can pump out of here. But you know what? I'll get you upgraded just to be on the safe side, because we will need to get more. We will absolutely need to get more. I do have another carbon deposit that I can get. Do you know? There is a world in which I yoink this. We're out of reinforced parts. I will take from there. Sorry. And yeah, not sorry. Here's what I think I want to do. If I need more carbon, the solution is actually shockingly simple. We can go out over to here and we can... Don't do multi-cell. We do... yeah, there we go. We get all of that set up. We want to do duplicate modules, and then we just come across here. Okay, so we need 5 computers. Yeah, we need fiber optics, computers, and gold. If we do all of that, then we literally can just copy and paste our exact carbon setup and then just integrate it, and it should just work. So what is that? Gold, computers... Yeah, gold, computers, and fiber optics. Gold, computers, fiber optics. Cool. How's the tug working? It's not. It's literally not. Ship is blocking. Where's the tug? How do we operate the tug? I need to look up this in the codex. It's very simple. All that we need to do now is get literally a link. Perfect. Look at that. Tug automatically move ship from there to there. Amazing. So now that we don't have to... Now we just don't have to worry about... who cares about that mission? We just don't have to worry about anything, to be honest. It's great. Okay. Into multi-cell. Let's pick up all of these bits. We go for duplicates, and I've actually got everything already ready to go. We literally just throw you right on top of here. It's built. Modules are low on power. Not for long. There we go. Yeah, stop. There we go. Much better. Okay, that should work now. And then we're going to call this Carbone 2. Build a freighter. Thankfully, I've got enough. And then you are going to pick up Carbon 2, drop off at Hub 2, actually. Hub Dock 2. Which is the silica one. But the other carbon dock shares gold output. Yeah, so we've got 1 carbon and 1 gold dock that are currently sharing a dock. So we need to use the silica one. Doesn't really matter. Probably should get the gold to use the silica dock, but I don't care. Doesn't really matter to me. I am perfectly happy just to deal with it. That's fine. Right. Are we getting much carbon through? No. That's probably because we're running low on carbon. No, it's not because we're running low on carbon. We are producing plenty of it. We're just, I guess, backlogging it here. Yeah, we're 100% backlogging it here. 140. That's too much. That's too much. Throw that in there. And okay, sure. We're still losing it from the core to go somewhere. Doesn't really matter to me. What do we got? A refinery pipe junction, and also pure water, hydrogen, and carbon nanotube. Carbon nanotube. That is going to be made in the matter printer, and we know that we are going to need that for. And it uses carbon. Who could have seen that one coming, eh? That is quite fortuitous. Get that in there. We're going to get this in here. We're going to get that linked into there. I don't think carbon nanotube is required for anything at the moment, but it will be for sure in a bit. Fusion technology. Yeah, that's what we need it for. Energy shields. Fast travel. Energy shield we can probably do now. Yeah, because the superconductors... I was going to say, we've almost certainly got enough because we basically don't use them for anything. There we go. Get that completed. How are we doing over here, by the way? We got still one single light ship. And we're waiting for the reinforced frames. What's the issue with reinforced frames? There is no issues with the reinforced frames. It's just that it seems to be taking a while. We need some carbon composite. Okay, fine. Let's get a few more of these suckers. And then let's see what we can do next. Yeah, I mean, we're moving towards the photon light haulers at a rate of knots. Yeah, this is probably next easiest. The other objective, the fast travel, is tough. It's quite an expensive, well, it's not that much of an expensive build, but the artificial diamonds, that's carbon, really, really carbon intensive. I suppose we don't necessarily have to complete it, but probably worth doing. Either way, we're getting on top of the reinforced situation. We've already got a whole bunch of nanotubes, computers. Yeah, I was going to say we'll probably be fine for computers now. Throw that in there. Carbon nanotubes. Actually, are we... We're pretty much there for carbon nanotubes. I guess we just picked up a whole bunch of these things from, like, loads of little wrecks around the world. And now we only need 4. Well, that's very, very handy. That is very, very handy indeed. You know, is there... I mean, if we're waiting for more stuff to arrive, I'll just throw in my reinforced plates. I don't think there's any other reinforced plates coming. I mean, other than the ones that I'm, you know, currently manufacturing. Which I'm trying to do as quickly as I possibly can. It's just, it's good. We're like straining everything that we currently have to just build more production. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's like, the perfect location is like there. Good. Yeah. Don't know where the sun is. Must be up there somewhere. Can't really see it from here. That's fine. Right, that's our fourth ship already finitoed. Grab this, grab this, and complete. What do you know? What do you know? Fusion technology just like that. A fusion reactor. That is going to give me loads of power, but I need to supply hydrogen first. Okay. Fusion reactor, which utilizes hydrogen gas. Yeah, that's fine. Also, what was the other ship that I could build? I could build the Aeon Hopper, general purpose utility ship, but I don't have a mission to do that, so there's no real point. 100 computers, 250 artificial diamonds. How many artificial diamonds do I have? I've got 46 on my person. All that we do is just put them straight back into here. And honestly, I don't know what are they used in? What are they used in? It's kind of difficult to tell, obviously, because I have got so many chaotic different things going on. Okay, I see. They're used in superconductor stuff. Do I maybe want to cut back on that? I don't think the answer is to cut back. I think the answer is to build more production. If in doubt, just build more production. Because we should be seeing an increase in... Yeah, we should be seeing an increase in carbon. Fantastic. That should be fixed. We still need more of it, though. That's the kind of crazy thing. Tell you what, is there... If we do need more, then we should just get an upgrade to our mining drills. Because I can't build any more. It's fine. Drone teleporter, which can be constructed at your remote bases, such as mines, used to instantly travel between them. Yeah, okay, you know what? I'm going to just say it. I don't think that that's strictly necessary. Cloud mine hydrogen gas. We can use this for our fusion reactors. Yes, I am keen for all of that. Okay, let's press on with all haste. Let's finish up the proton light haulers. An incoming particle storm in 20 seconds. I just don't need to go there, I guess. Yeah, we just don't go there. Well, this is what a particle storm looks like, apparently. I don't think it does anything other than just, like, cut the power, basically. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's dangerous or anything. Kind of cool, to be honest. Kind of cool looking. Oh well, we're just gonna leave it. I'll grab a few. Was there something over here? I'm sure there was something over here. Maybe not. Yeah, we'll grab a few extra. Oh, that's my freighter. It's difficult to grab. Difficult to grab that. Yeah, we'll grab a few other resources just to throw into the atomizer. Not, again, used this in such a long time, but I guess it can't hurt just to get a few additional resources thrown into the mix. A little bit of extra carbon. I've increased the number of smelters that I've got. Believe it or not, I am still apparently able to supply all of them. And carbon is leaving this storage unit pretty thick and fast at a rate of 300 and something. Basically as fast as coming in, but it's still faster than a default storage bin, which just makes me feel very vindicated for getting them upgraded to level 2, which I kind of enjoy doing. Very cool, very useful, very happy. One ship is waiting at the shipyard, not for long. Don't worry about that, video game. Actually, no, tell you what. We're at capacity. I'm gonna have to set up another rally point. We've fully loaded that bit of space. Presumably, we're gonna have to get like a fuel depot as well to fuel these things in order to move. In order to fuel these haulers up so that they're ready to go on their next next big adventure. This is looking so good. This is looking so good. Not quite sure about the gold. We probably should have fixed that, but yeah, it's fine. Who cares? Okay, one last photon light hauler to go. And then we'll be on to mission number 6. And there she is. Fantastic. That is our 10 photon light haulers. Let's allow the tug to gracefully drop the last ship off. And then we will send them on their merry way to Titana. Fantastic. Station level 6 we have just hit. New location, Titana low orbit. How cool is that? Storage hubs. What else have we got?
The sensor network we deployed has determined what appears to be the perfect location for us to establish a cloud mining station.
I would like that. More objectives are available. Cool. Okay, so we have got portal technology, unlocks the wormhole terminus, which can be used to link together stations of different zones. Yeah, I mean, I think we can do that, like, right now. But if I just go here, what can we do? We can't afford parts required in order to build a station. 10, 25... we're kind of close to that. And to be honest, the only issue that we're not is probably because we are waiting for... yeah, some of these reinforced components to be built. Where are we using them? We're using them in something. Yeah, this here. Yeah, so if I yoink out these reinforced frames, just literally as they come, then we can get enough components together for the next base, which is very exciting. Right, I think I have assembled all of the required components. Let's have a little look. I should have just added them to my to-do list. Beta station? Sure. Let's do it. Let's freaking go. Okay, so we're expecting to jump into an area that is around a gas giant. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. All right, well, we start with literally no intelligence here. Looks like our objectives are the same. Specifically, however, what we're probably going to want to do is get all of this stuff done in the other area so that we don't have to build up sort of additional infrastructure over here that is kind of surplus to requirements. What have we got? We got a gas bag planet. Volatile explodes on impact. What about if I shoot it? Oh, there's like... oh, there's Oh, there's... like, pterodactyls here? Okay, this is not like a gas giant that I'm familiar with. But I guess we probably want to... Oh. Can I throw the big thing at you? So there's no asteroids here. Weird. There are some derelict... what do we got? Small probe? Sure. I'll pick it all up. Looks like there are still derelict ships. These gas bags give us nitranium, and then hydrogen is produced at a refinery. Okay, and then these things are produced at bioreactors. Okay. I'm a fan. What can I say? I am a fan. Oh, and there are these enemies? Oh. That's carry to hub to capture. Sure. Sure, I'll take you. Ship captured? Amazing. I'll take the hydrogen. Thank you very much. That's brilliant. I guess that was... I guess that was one of my competitors. Cool. And then we can literally just sort of flick right back here. Now, presumably, in order to actually get the resources back, we're going to have to get the portal technology. It's all very good and well, you know, me just sort of like droning across, but absolutely that is what we need to get. However, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to wrap things up there. I could do this all freaking day. I love this game. Outworld Station is really, really good fun. I feel like I have barely scratched the freaking surface of what this game has to offer. Not even halfway through all of the objectives. I love how the game guides you what to do, you know, in terms of objectives, but I love how you can just approach it in any way that you want to. I feel like I've actually got, like, quite a good-looking factory, with the exception of some of these rogue storage units here. It's quite good-looking, to be honest. Quite good-looking. Also, probably should have built more docks, so that we have one dock per dedicated resource, or one dedicated dock per resource. But I love the solar panels. I love this sort of smeltery area. I love the fabricator and the matter printer areas. This looks great. It feels great to play. It's just one of those factory building games that you know has been designed by a team, a guy, a girl who absolutely knows how factory builders should feel, and this just absolutely... it just delivers. It just delivers. Go play Outworld Station. It's out in 1.0 right now. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you ever so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you're not subscribed already. I've been Orbital Potato. I'll catch you next time. Bye.